Hey, my name is Paulslinks. Welcome to Sakura Gamer 2. Now that I think about what is this cover on her phone? Is this Sakura MMO? It's Sakura MMO, isn't it? It's definitely Sakura MMO. It's Viola. It's definitely her. Anyway, to the game. Calm down, Negohim, eh? You've got to calm down. You can't afford to fall apart before the events even started. What in the world's wrong with you? I'm sitting on a toilet in a small cramped restroom cubicle. The lights are artificially bright and they hurt my eyes. Yeah, that's true. The lights in any kind of malls, cinemas, whatever, they all fucking hurt in the eyes. Why do you use them? They hurt. Anyway, I wince, hunched up on myself, my head hanging. Why do I feel so queasy? It's not like I'm actually sick or anything. I'm fine. I should be fine, but... I slap my cheeks with my palms, hoping to rip that at myself, but I don't feel any more energized than I did before. In fact, I feel even worse. Is it weird that I actually feel energized when I feel bad? Like, it's actually a fact. I need to get over this. I can't let Clover and Suki down. They're both relying on me, but... For I know I shouldn't. I reach into the pocket of my skirt. I draw out my cell phone. And turn it on. A cute jingle plays, and then my screen lights up. I open my internet browser and then begin to type with the trembling fingers. Miko-mate reviews. What? I haven't read the reviews for the first Miko-mate visual novel in a long while, but now I'm here at Manga Market. It suddenly feels incredibly important that I know what everybody's saying. It hasn't garnered even more negative attention, has it? I hope not. I click the first link and scroll through it, my heart pattering anxiously inside my chest. This review seems pretty positive at least, but this is only one person's opinion. What about all the other reviews floating around online? What is wrong with you? Ah! Okay, so I bet if that review was not positive, it would be absolutely negative. She would go into slumps. But she gets one positive review and says, no, that's not enough. Oh, that's so... No. You get one positive review. Be happy about that still. Damn. I look at more reviews than more. The further I dig into the annals of the internet, the more I bile dredge up. Kind of like diving headfirst into sewer. I don't know how it feels. Some of the reviews are positive, but others... The art's nice, but the writer's a total hack. My 5-year-old cousin could write more erotic scenes than this. Yeah. That's a ridiculous thing to write. I mean, people who write something like this usually, you know, I would say, had no erotic experience at all. Zero. Anyway. How old are the girls in this game anyway? They look suspiciously young, don't you think? It's a game! Who cares? Visual novels aren't even real games. Oh, fuck you! They say on their website that all the stuff behind the games are women. Yeah, right. Okay, that's possible, okay? Why not? Oh, no. I rock back and forth trying to steady myself. I shouldn't be reading these reviews. I'm being ridiculous. This is why Clover and Suki told me to keep away from the internet in the first place. I'm about to turn off my phone when... This group said on their blog they're gonna be at Manga Market this weekend. Maybe we should pay them a visit. Let's tell them exactly what we think of their so-called story. No way, this can't be real. They don't mean that, do they? Come on, go! Go! Even if they appear, they will not have the balls to say anything. That's a fact. Reading hate comments online is bad enough, but being insulted in front of thousands of people... I don't know if I'd be able to cope with that. Go! My self-esteem is already at dangerous low. If I met any of these people face to face, I think I'd shatter. No, you wouldn't, because they wouldn't have balls to say anything. That's a fact. I'm too fragile. Why did I ever think I could write visual novels for a living? I was just setting myself up for a failure. The world is way too unforgiving. I can't stand up to it on my own. You're not on your own. You have 2 other freaking girls with you. After my mental breakdown in the restroom, I return to convention hall with Suki and Clover. It's dark when I get back, and most people have already finished setting up. I force myself to smile, but it doesn't stop Suki and Clover from shooting me anxious looks. Hey Nekohime, are you alright? I know, was she so negative in first game as well? You look paler than ever. Your skin's just like paper. Don't worry about it. I'm fine, really. Like, I should feel negative about what's going on in my life right now. And I don't know, for maybe I am for most parts, but like right now, I don't think it's showing. Anyway, are you sure? You don't look fine. So maybe it's showing the way I react to what's happening in the game. Yeah, I am. I've never been better. Now why don't we start getting our table set up? I've never been better. What? The 3 of us work for the next hour, retrieving things from our car and arranging our table until everything looks perfect. Let's turn this off. Fuck it. When Suki is finally satisfied, we return on the convention center and head to our hotel. The hotel Suki booked is pretty close to the convention center and it's fancy too. Suki said she'd found us a nice place to stay, but I had no idea it'd be this luxurious. Wow, our room's awesome, the bed looks so soft and the TV's huge. We have our own balcony, look at that amazing view! And then in the bathroom, I can't believe it! There isn't a bidet, is there? No, it's even better than that, there's a hot tub, Nekohime! A real hot tub! It looks like it has jets and everything and all sorts of different settings too! So? So? What do you mean so? Don't you have any sense of adventure? I've always wanted to go for a soak in hot tub, and now I can make a humble dream come true. Thank you, Suki, for booking this room. You are the best. Clover launches herself at Suki and wraps her arms around her in a warm, tight hug. I think Suki was expecting some rest because she didn't stumble. Instead, she smiles and passes it over Clover's head. It's no problem. I'll do anything to make the hard-working members of my team happy. I am happy. This is like the best. There's a lot of fancy soaps and shampoos in the bathroom and white fluffy towels. The fridge is full of champagne and little chocolates. I'd recommend not taking those. They will be definitely way too expensive. We're living the dream. I feel like a celebrity. Clover extricates herself from Suki and flops down the bed, laughing all the while. This must be what heaven feels like. I'm so happy I could die right now. Please don't. Clover looks so cheery. I almost envy her. I sure wish my worries could be alleviated by a hot tub and a few bottles of no doubt expensive champagne. Well, Clover's made her feelings about this room quite apparent, but what about you? Do you like the hotel I booked, Nekohime? Well, to be honest, it still bothers me a little bit that they call each other's by virtual names. It's second game, you could have got over this already. Now that I think about it, that's something that really triggers me in SAO as well. Like, it's not the story, no, it's the fact that a certain girl calls her boyfriend by virtual name still. It's ridiculous. Learn his fucking name. Anyway, I look out of the window. We're very high up. I think we're on the 15th floor, and the city spread out before me looks like a diorama. I can see cars flitting past on the roads. I mean flitting. Nothing more than golden spots of light. It's a pretty view, but... Wasn't this place expensive, Suki? being so negative?
It was a price, yeah, but we can afford it. We've sold a lot of copies of Nico Mate, so I figure we should put some of this money to good use. With luck, Nico Mate 2 will sell even better than the first one, and then we'll be super rich.
That's a nice thought, but isn't splurging on something like this a bit irresponsible? It's not guaranteed that Nico Mate 2 will do well. Sequels always ship less copies than the first installment of any series. Is that true? It's hard for newcomers to be invested when they haven't read the first part. Is that really true? Are sequels... No, do sequels... sell worse? The second sequel of a franchise tends to make less money than the first sequel. Yeah, but so basically what you are saying here is, after I checked, the second sequel, so the third one, the third installment sells worse than the second installment. What I'm looking for is if sequels sells worse than first game. Damn it! Okay, now it says that the game sequels have good success rate. What the hell? Ah, whatever. It's hard for newcomers to invest when they haven't read the first part. That's why you buy both games. That's how it works for me, at least. I mean, I've already proved it with a few franchises, right? A few games, I guess, maybe. Like, I got somehow the second one, I'm like, oh, there has been something before. I'll buy it, play it, and then I'll move to this one. I always do that. Don't know mine, but I always do that. I don't want us to fritter away our savings recklessly. We really should have booked somewhere cheaper.
Oh, don't be so negative! We've worked hard this last year. Nico Mate 2 is way longer than the first part, and it has more art and music. People love it.
But even so, there are no buts. We've all been pushing ourselves, so we deserve a treat. Oh, Vice is my word that I have still problems with. I don't know why I constantly say it not correctly. I forgot what was the other one. It's this goddamn word, threat. Threat, treat. Here it's a treat, of course, but I constantly used to say threat. Both are completely different. One is good, the other is bad. Damn. Anyway, plus the convention will be pretty busy. It'd be nice to rest and relax in a large, fancy room like this at the end of the day. Now, shut up and yourself. That's an order. That might be the solution. So it makes it sound so easy, but I've always had problems shutting off my brain. Maybe mine's damaged on a fundamental level, just like my poor old laptop. I never think about the positives. Instead, my stupid one-track imagination focuses on the potential negatives, churning worst-case scenarios through my broken brain like a big, miserable floor mill. I mean, I get it, okay? I get it. You focus on the negatives. Yes, I had this as well, but I don't use negatives to drag me down. You use those as stepping stones to go up. I wish I could be more optimistic. My life would be a lot easier then. The convention starts tomorrow. We need to wake up early and eat breakfast so we can get to our table on time. Until then, we should do our best to unwind. Now, how should we spend the night?
Oh, I know! I want to go to the hot tub! I'm gonna soak until my skin gets all prawny.
In the hot tub, huh? That sounds like a good plan. But there's a lot of delicious looking chocolates in the fridge that they won't eat themselves. But you have to pay for them and even more. I mean, getting an expensive room, okay, understandable. You want to have a comfortable bed, you want to sleep comfortably and so on. You know, you don't want to wake up in, I don't know, with fucking back problems because of shitty bed goes. It was super cheap to book it. But the food, that's not a good idea.
Maybe I'll have a little snack before I sleep.
At this hour, isn't that bad for teeth? It's bad for teeth any hour. It doesn't matter. Who cares anymore? I do. Because as I said before, actually I said it in the previous episode, I might need braces again, which sucks. Sucks because it's expensive, of course. Anyway.
Oh, come on, Nekohime, leave it to... I know you love chocolate just as much as I do it more or if not more.
It's true, but I haven't had much to eat today, but I don't trust that I'll be able to keep anything down, not in my current state.
So, what do you want to do, Nekohime? How are you going to relax?
There's a billion question. With so many thoughts running through my head, I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know if relaxation is possible. I wonder, since Suki is my girlfriend, maybe I should spend a bit of quality time with her. Then again, I could also relax in the bath with Clover. Part of me wants to clear my head for. Should I go for a walk inside? No! No! You are going to eat chocolates with Suki. I've got to admit, going in the hot tub, I totally go with that. But yeah, chocolates.
Alright, Nekohime, say
I look at Suki obviously, blink at her from beneath my pale eyelashes. What are you doing exactly?
Isn't it obvious? I want to share some of those delicious chocolates with you.
But why?
Why not? I know how much you love candy, Nekohime, and I thought this might cheer you up. Now, come on, don't be stubborn, say
Well, I can't argue with that logic. I do like candy, chocolate included. The chocolate Suki found in the fridge look pretty good. There's a bunch of different kinds. Some of them are individually wrapped, like truffles, while others look like biscuit sticks tipped with chocolate. My stomach's growling. I've been so busy today, I haven't had much to eat. Busy with what? Reading reviews? I guess having 1 or 2 chocolates won't hurt, right? Okay, I guess I'll try a couple. I open my mouth, obediently, waiting for Suki to bestow upon me an offering of chocolate goodness.
You're so cute when you're being obedient. Alright, here we go, Madrid.
You know what? Is it me, or are the character designs here like they have like ridiculously huge forehead? I know I'm not the one to talk about that, but still. The wrapper of truffle rustles, and then I feel something on my tongue. It's a small round piece of chocolate, shaped like a ball. It isn't too bitter or too sweet. It's a perfect blend of between the two. The texture of the chocolate is rich and creamy, and I can feel it melting against my tongue already. Chocolate is amazingly delicious. In my humble opinion, it's the pinnacle of mankind's manifold achievements. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what I consider like the pinnacle of achievements of humanity. So, is there anything more wonderful? I savor the taste of the chocolate for a few blissful moments. I'm lost in my own fantasy world. Even as I swallow the truffle, I know it's not enough. Now my craving for sugar has been awakened. I can't quell my bestial instincts.
More! That was enough for you, huh? I figured. Then how about this?
Okay, I don't want to point this out, but it literally right now looks like she spit it back. Suki unwraps another chocolate for me and presses it against my lips. I draw it into my mouth eagerly, caressing with my tongue and shuddering pleasure as I'm once more consumed with the rich, creamy taste of top-grade chocolate.
Oh!
I've had 2 chocolates already, but I'm not satisfied yet. You had only 2 candies, really. My heart's racing through the sudden influx of sugar and my body demands even more. How?
It's just a candy. I can see you're still not satisfied, you greedy girl. Your face so red and you're trembling. It's like you're addicted.
I can't help it. These chocolates are way too good. I mean, all girls like sweets, right?
Maybe. That's true, but aren't you worried about gaining weight?
It's probably going into the right places anyway. It'll be fine. I have a special stomach for sweets. Besides, you're the one who offered me these chocolates in the first place. This is all your fault, you know.
I guess you're right. My bad, my bad. I just couldn't help it. You look so cute when you're eating.
Never heard that line. Never wanted to say one like that.
You've been looking down all day, so I'm trying to cheer you up. And I know how much you like chocolates. It's the last one, but here you go!
Suki unwraps another truffle, then pressed against my eager lips.
It's all yours.
Huh? Don't you want to try one?
I did, but it's fine. I think you could use the sugar more than I can. And besides, I need to watch my figure. Now eat up.
I need to watch out my figure, but your figure doesn't matter. I actually have seen not so long ago, like let's say a meme around where, you know, like the guy gets a girl and then starts feeding her like crazy because he wants her to be with him. And she's like, why are you feeding me this much? And the answer, of course, was, so other guys don't try to pick you up and you don't leave me. So that's quite ridiculous, but yeah, this scene basically is something like this. Suki doesn't need to tell me twice. I draw the helm of melted truffle in my mouth and roll it across my tongue, gasping in almost orgasmic pleasure.
What?
These chocolates aren't just good, they are incredible. I guess that's to be expected from a fancy hotel like this. This hotel was clearly built for the wealthy elite. They haven't spared an expense be it in the bedroom's interior, decor, or the chocolates in the fridge. I swallowed the last chocolate greedily, then began to lick at the melted chocolate that coated Suki's fingers. My teeth graze Suki's digits and she giggles.
That tickles!
Sorry, you don't mind, do you?
This is a bit weird, I'll admit, but you can keep going if you want. I mean, these chocolates are so good, it'd be a shame to waste them, right?
Ah, that's right. I'm glad Suki understands. I guess that's only to be expected. She is my girlfriend. Nobody knows me quite as well as she does. And I know she will always accept me no matter how weird my fetishes are. Jackpot, I guess. That's what being in love is all about. I draw Suki's fingers in my mouth and begin to suck, cleaning them of every last speck of chocolate. When I draw Suki's fingers from my mouth, they are clean and sparkling, completely devoid of chocolate. My saliva coats her too slender it is. Of course there is something about saliva in this game. Shining with an almost indecent luster beneath the lights of the hotel room. When I finally finish with the chocolate, Suki smiles and shoots me a curious look.
So, now that you look a little happier, would you mind telling me what's up?
What do you mean?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You're a terrible liar. You've been acting weird all day. No, not just that. You've been acting weird for months now, but it's been particularly pronounced today. You were totally out of it when we were setting up our table. You stumbled over your own feet dozens of times, and you're not usually that clumsy. I caught you staring off into space a bunch of times too. And you have horrible bags under your eyes. It doesn't look like you've slept in weeks.
Suki takes my hand's in her own. Her fingers are still a little damp with my own saliva, and stares in my eyes earnestly.
What's going on? Are you alright?
Well,
You can tell me now. You don't have to be embarrassed.
Suki squeezed my fingers reassuringly.
I might not have known you as long as you've known Clover, but I'm still your girlfriend. I love you, and I want to support you when you feel sad. Won't you open up to me?
I'd like to, but... I bite my lower lip. No buts. Do it. It's stupid, really. Since I'm an adult, I should be able to cope on my own, but... Listen, so... You need to say it to her, let's face it. You're not strong enough, that's a fact, to cope it. Some people need to say what they have on their, let's say, heart. To make it easier, you know, to cope with everything. That's a fact.
Okay, even adults need to rely on others once in a while. Being older than 18 doesn't mean you're invincible. You shouldn't have to carry the weight of the world in your shoulders. Now, what's wrong? You weren't reading nasty comments on the internet again, were you?
How did you know? Well, I tried to look impassive, but I can feel my face burning. Crap, she's seen right through me!
I knew it!
Suki sighs and releases her grip on my hands. I'm kinda glad too, for part of me does miss the comforting sensation of her skin. My palms were starting to get sweaty.
You're so easy to reach.
Gee, and I was trying so hard to keep my problems to myself too. What gave it away?
Oh, I don't know, maybe it was something to do with the fact that's what you did after we released Micomate. You read all those negative reviews. And then you lost all confidence in yourself. You collapsed and then you hid yourself away in your room for ages. You didn't bath.
Oh.
And you didn't change your clothes and you barely slept.
What? How did she... I mean, I understand why she barely slept. Because she smelled.
Your room was so dark and muggy, and spice mushrooms didn't start growing in your closet.
Don't remind me. The first few weeks following Mikomate's release were not a high point in my life.
I thought we were over this, but I guess not. You've been kind of distracted ever since I told you we'd got into manga market. I don't think you've been sleeping enough or eating enough. It's making me worry.
Gee, some team member I am. If I was doing my job properly, you wouldn't have to fuss over me and want you to drag you down.
You're not dragging me down. I care about you because you're a member of our team and you're also my partner too. People might say mean things sometimes, but you shouldn't take them to heart. Those people don't know who you are. You're less than human to them, so you shouldn't regard them as real humans either. Just ignore it. That's the very best to deal with the criticism.
That's one approach. But is it really true? I don't think so. I feel like... No, I feel like you should use criticism as the stepping stone, to be honest. If it's fair criticism, yes. If it's not really fair, don't give a damn about it. I know I should. Clover gave me the exact same advice a while back, but... I exhale a deep, heavy sigh. I know how long to ignore it. It's not possible.
Oh, gee. What am I gonna do with you? You're so hopeless.
Oof! I recoil backwards, wincing, and Suki's well-manicured nails make contact with my forehead. That's going to leave a bruise. Did you really have to flick me?
Yeah, I did. It's to rid your mind of all those useless thoughts. So, you have a bit of room to improve. So what? That doesn't mean you should dwell on every single criticism, or you will never get anywhere. If you worry too much about pleasing everybody, you'll never be able to please anybody.
Wow, that's not so wise.
If you really want to get better, you need to do it at your own pace. Block out all these negative thoughts and try to think positive.
Coming from you, that sounds pretty convincing.
It should. I'm speaking from experience. I used to worry about making people happy too. My grandmother was always disappointed in my conduct, and my teachers didn't like me because I was a troublemaker. My parents were abroad and I didn't have many friends in school. I had no real-life allies, so I had to turn to the internet instead. I began to draw as a means to escape from my own crappy life. It gave me something to focus on, and losing myself in fandoms was really fun. At least until people started to criticize my art. In the end, I started to question my skills. I even thought about quitting altogether. That seemed like the only way to shut the nice years for good. But I thought, to hell with that! Why should I give up doing something I love because a few people don't like it?
She's got a point here.
After I turned out most have the hate. Drawing became fun again, for I had to struggle to get there. You're not used to dealing with stuff like that, so you won't have the same coping mechanisms as me, but I'm sure you'll get there. Don't let it get to you too much. In the end, it's more important than you should have fun.
Having fun, huh? Working with you and Clover? That's a lot of fun.
Good, it should be. I hope it stays like that too. If you ever feel down, you can talk to me and I'll cheer you up, I promise.
Suki. I sigh softly, momentarily placated. Maybe Suki's right. I've been letting all the negativity cloud my judgment, but no more. It doesn't matter what strangers say, Suki's support is infinitely more important as well. I never realized it before, but I rely on her a lot. She's so self-assured, unlike me. I used to think Suki's self-confidence was unnatural, but maybe I was wrong. It was something she had to work at over the years. That was obvious. It was said at the very beginning even. Fielding of barbed remarks and harsh blows until her skin became hard enough to take the heat. I can only hope I'll be as incredible as her one day. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay, let's go with this one, whatever. Meanwhile, with the old hawk. Huh, it really is late. I should probably turn in soon, but... Tsukiko, my Tsukiko. I wonder what you're doing right now. Are you looking out at the same starry sky as me? If only you'd let me know how you're doing. You can't survive without me. Yes, she can. Okay, thinking that someone can survive without you is fucking ridiculous. How low of esteem you have about your family member. It's... you're far too flightly. You need me there so I can shape you into a proper adult. Yeah, if you think that... Wait. That means she probably thinks of herself as proper adult. That's bullshit. There's no such thing as proper adult. But you betrayed me! Good. Maybe that's good. You betrayed our family. Sometimes it has to be done, okay? That's a fact. I wish I could forgive you for that, but you hurt me far too deeply. If I ever track you down... No, when I track you down, I'll make you pay. I'll drag you back home by the hair if I have to, and then I'll make you... Koto? Before me until the skin on your palms and your forehead begin to wear away. It's what you deserve, my dear granddaughter. After all, you broke my poor old heart. The fuck are you talking about? God... No, sorry. Sounds like she's a piece of shit grandmother, to be honest. Sounds like she's a piece of shit. Anyway, let's end it here. We'll continue Sakura Gamer tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe we'll get to that con already. For now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you there as well. Bye-bye.